It's all about where his future lies. As it stands, he's training at Werder Bremen in Germany. An interesting quote has been attributed to Jurgen Klinsmann's assistant. He came out and said, Andreas Herzog said, "Our goal is to get as many players to Europe as possible." Now, this is something that is no secret. Let's not pretend that Jurgen Klinsmann has hidden this fact over the years, that he wants his players in Europe as opposed to MLS. I suppose the big question is, regarding that revelation, is why keep going on about it? Why keep it in the public eye?
Because you and I have nothing else to talk about. What do you know? It's a new year and it's still the same old topic of what we're talking about. I have absolutely no issue with Jurgen Klinsmann, Andreas Herzog, and everyone else on that staff if they have aspirations of their players playing in Europe. Every coach in the entire world wants their players playing at the highest level. He's not the first national team coach, nor will he be the last. However, we are in 2016, so now when you kind of raised that, you opened up that can of worms, so to speak, in 2014 and 2015, why are we doing this now? I agree with that. I don't think he needs to. The way I look at it, Dan, it can't be a general topic. You can't say every player needs to be playing in Europe. And I brought up Matt Miazga early on. Matt Miazga is an interesting dilemma here because he didn't re-sign with the New York Red Bulls. He's on the last year of his contract. Do you really want Matt Miazga to go sit on the bench somewhere and not play? I think it's based on each individual, and I think that's the way Andreas Herzog and Jurgen Klinsmann should address it publicly. But I'm not shocked. It's a new year and it's the same story. I just think at some point we all need to move on and address it by a player-to-player basis.
It is a winter break in Germany at the moment. Twellman Morris with Werder Bremen training. No deal's been done, nothing like that. But should Seattle fans be concerned that their golden goose could be leaving the nest?
No doubt about it, Dan. 100%. I said this during the College Cup, and I said it during the last U.S. World Cup qualifier. How many players in the United States men's national team soccer history are negotiating a contract coming out of college as a full national team player? Even Landon Donovan didn't negotiate a contract with Bayer Leverkusen as a full national team member coming out as a young player. Jordan Morris has all the leverage in the world. That leverage right now is between Werder Bremen as a first-team professional player or Seattle Sounders as the largest homegrown contract ever given to a Major League Soccer player. I will say this, my New Year's resolution, and I hope many people follow, I think we need to get away from, is this good for MLS? And let's look at each individual club. Let's get away from saying, is it good for MLS? Let's look at each individual club, each individual franchise, and whether or not it's a good move. I think that's where this league needs to jump. I know it's single entity, but let's be honest. Young players leaving for Germany, I think Major League Soccer and the Seattle Sounders will look at it and say, this is a big miss.